Students, welcome to the fifth session of chapter 16 Electric Current and its Chemical Effects of subject science of class 8th. Topic for today is applications or needs of electroplating. Electroplating, is the process of coating one metal over another metal or material by passing electric current. Now, what is the use of electroplating, or what is the advantage, or why we use it? It is a very useful process and it is used in industries for coating metal objects with a thin layer of different metal. First application is to improve or alter their appearance. Means the base materials which are not so good in appearance, their appearance can be improved by coating different metals like chromium or nickel. Chromium and nickel, they are coated on the handles of bicycle and bath taps, which are made up of iron. So the base metals are coated with precious metal to make them more attractive. Look at the screen, different articles are given here, and these are all electroplated. Their base metal is different and they are coated with chromium and nickel. Next application is to provide protective or strengthening coating. Students, different articles, they are made up of metals which can get corroded or which can wear and tear and which can get scratched. They can get scratches. So these articles which are made of such type of metals, they are coated with different metals to prevent them from corrosion and from wear and tear. Look at the pictures that is given on your screen. These are the different articles which are coated with different metals. Like nut and bolts, they look very shiny. They are made up of steel or they are made up of iron. To prevent them from corrosion or wearing and tearing, they are coated with chromium or nickel. You can look watch, it is also coated with gold. Then mug, it is coated with copper, and teapot, it is coated with silver, and there is a trophy that is also coated with silver, and tap, it is coated with chromium, and wash basin, it is also coated with chromium. So this helps to protect the articles from the corrosion and wearing and tearing. They also prevent them from the scratches. Next application is to minimize the cost. Students, you know that gold, platinum, silver, etc. are the metals which are very expensive, and it is not economical to make the whole object from these metals. So what is that? So the articles, they are made from the less expensive metals and a thin coating is done so that they look like original metals, and these articles, they are coated with the gold or silver. Like artificial jewelry, it is coated with gold or silver, otherwise it is made from the less expensive metal. You can look at your screen, these are different articles which are made from less expensive material and they are coated with gold. You can look watch, coins or jewelry or god idols, they are all coated with the gold. Otherwise, they are made from the less expensive metals. Next topic is Faraday's discovery. Students, in this chapter, you have studied that electric current can bring chemical changes in liquids, and chemical energy can be converted into electric energy in electric cell. And students, you have already studied in class 7 that electric current can produce magnetism. Means electrical energy can be converted into magnetic energy. But a scientist named Michael Faraday in 1831 had done reverse of this. Means he has shown that we can get electricity from magnetism. And in the same year 1831, an other scientist, Joseph Henry, was doing a similar discovery. And there is a saying about the Faraday that had there been no Faraday, there would have been no electricity. Means if there was no Faraday, then in the recent world we will not having the electricity. And to understand Faraday's discovery, an activity is given in your book. In this activity, we need few things. One is a hollow cylindrical pipe of iron, and that can be winded with large number of turns of well insulated copper wires. Then the end of these copper wires, they are connected with the bulb, and a strong bar magnet is also required. Now what we have to do? We have to move bar magnet rapidly towards the center of pipe. Then we will observe that bulb glows. But it glows only for a while and stop glowing as the magnet is stopped moving. And if we will withdraw the magnet away from the coil, we will see that bulb will again glows up, and this shows that we can get electricity through this motion of magnet through a coil. This phenomenon is called electromagnetic induction. So the electromagnetic induction is the phenomenon in which electric current can be generated by changing magnetic field. The discovery and understanding of phenomenon of electromagnetic induction is based on a series of experiments carried out by Faraday and Henry. Their experimental observations are: number 1, whenever there is a relative motion between a magnet and a coil, that is part of an electric circuit, a current flows through the coil. Means whenever there is a relative motion between magnet and coil, current will be produced. The flow of current stops as soon as the magnet and the coil are at rest with respect to each other. Means whenever there is no movement either in magnet or in coil or in both, it means whenever there is no movement in magnet and coil and they are at the still position, then current will not be produced or current will stop flowing. Then third observation is, the faster is the relative motion between magnet and the coil, the more is the current that flows through the coil. Means the amount of current, it depends on the speed of relative motion between magnet and the coil. Fourth observation is the direction of current obtained by moving the magnet away from the coil is opposite to its direction when the magnet is moved towards the coil. The phenomenon of electromagnetic induction forms the underlying principle of all modern day generators and transformers. Means modern day generators and transformers, they are based on the principle of electromagnetic induction, and generators, they help to convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. So today's civilization owes its progress to a very great extent to the discovery of electromagnetic induction phenomenon. Now answer the following questions and write their answer in your rough notebook. Question number 1. Write applications of electroplating. Question number 2. Define electromagnetic induction. Question number 3. Mention observations of Faraday and Henry experiments. That's all for today, students. Thank you and have a nice